Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today I am going to be sharing some thoughts on some skincare products that I thought would be worth doing a more in-depth dive on. And the great thing about these 4 products are that I have completely finished them. They are empty. And 3 of them actually have been my go-to products for the last several months as part of my neck skincare routine, or like neck and décolletage, I guess I should say, because I usually bring this stuff down onto the décolletage, whatever you want to call it as well. And then the other product I use on both my face and my neck and my décolletage on a regular basis. So these are products that you will also see in my empties for July, but the reason that I want to talk a little bit more in depth about them is because I have been using them so consistently, and I just wanted to be able to spend a little more in-depth time talking about the ingredients and what I think I have noticed from these products, because with the exception of, I would say, this guy here, the Cosrx Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, these products are a little bit more spendy. And so I think you have to be able to, I guess, justify the price of some of these skincare products in your mind. I know that there are certain things that, like, I don't have any issue blowing money on, and usually that's skincare and makeup. But I do think that once you get up into the price range of paying $80, $90, $100, $200 and beyond dollars for one bottle of a skincare product, then you kind of have to think like, okay, now that I've been through this thing, do I want to spend that amount again? So that's what today's video is. It's just more in-depth information on these 3 products. I did write notes to myself. Sorry, I can't retain everything up in here, especially during the summer months because work gets a little crazier. So I made notes. My apologies for needing to read off of them, but that's just the place I'm at in life. Okay, we are going to start with the product from Paula's Choice. By the way, if you are new to my channel, I'm 42. I have very oily skin. I deal with enlarged pores. I obviously have the same anti-aging concerns that everybody in their 30s, 40s, 50s has. I'm trying to basically prolong the aging process. I don't want to stop it altogether, but I just want things to look nice as I go along for the ride of life. And it's something that I enjoy and that brings me a lot of like serenity and peace when I'm doing it. So my skincare routine, it's an important part of my day. I make time for it. You don't have to have a routine that is extensive as mine, just so we're all clear here. And I'm not telling you to buy any of these things. I truly, in my heart of hearts, I don't care what you guys buy. You should buy what works for you. These are just my thoughts on how these things worked for me. So there we have the disclaimer. You know my skin type, you know my age. By the way, I do get zeamin in my forehead, so just so you know that. I do not get zeamin here. I don't need it because of my oily skin. I don't really have lines over here. The forehead lines were pretty deep, so I get the zeamin for that. And I do have a little bit of lip filler. So that is what I do to my face outside of skincare and the devices. Okay, I started out with my skincare routine, a very basic one, many years ago with Paula's Choice. Paula's Choice is the skincare brand that changed my skin. If you have never looked into them, I love that line. I really do. They are fragrance-free. So many of their formulations work incredibly well on my skin. This is no exception. This is the Discoloration Repair Serum. In full disclosure, this product was sent to me in PR from Paula's Choice. I don't get things from them very often, but when I do, I'm usually always excited to try them because, like I said, I have had great luck with their skincare line and have purchased a lot of stuff on my own over the years, and you guys have seen that. So the Discoloration Repair Serum, at first I was like, well, I'm probably not going to use this on my face because I use tretinoin on my face. but I'll use it on my neck. I just figured, I don't know, we'll see what it does there. I do break out on my neck sometimes. I tend to touch my neck a lot throughout the day, and yeah, so I do get pimples periodically. She's looking really good right now, but you know, I figured if I ever get spots there or whatever, and there's some other ingredients in here that I thought would also be good for the neck. So let's talk about it. So the intention of this product is to fade dark spots and prevent dark spots from forming in the first place. I can definitely tell you that it absolutely, when I have had little pimples and stuff, the marks from those fade like that. Now, I never witnessed it fade any marks from my face because I realize I am so lucky, but I don't break out with pimples on my face unless I use something that my skin reacts to. For the most part, we have a harmonious pore field here that just kind of exists and produces oil. Really, my only textural issues are my pores. So, this is supposed to improve the overall tone of the skin and just make everything look nice and uniform and smooth and even and nice, if you will. It does this with a formulation of 3% tranexamic acid. Tranexamic acid helps to visibly fade and prevent dark spots. There is also niacinamide in here. The niacinamide is 5%, that's the concentration. I actually use the Paula's Choice 20% clinical niacinamide serum on my face every morning of my life. And there will never not be a morning that I don't use the 20%. And I know that the research shows that the correct formulation for niacinamide is to keep it in the range of, I think, between 2 and 5%. Here's the thing, guys. The higher percentage works for me. It doesn't irritate my skin, but again, I'm coming at you with a very oily skin type that is thick, it's tough, it needs more. It just does. And the 20% on my face has made the biggest difference out of all of the niacinamides that I've ever used. And I started with the Paula's Choice niacinamide, by the way. They're 10%. Still use the 10% on my neck from time to time because I have a fair amount of it. I bought it in bulk because it just made such a difference on the pores on my cheeks when I first started using it. The 20% made the biggest difference on my nose pores, by the way. I'm sorry that I keep getting distracted, but I don't know. I feel like with niacinamide, there's just a lot of people who have a lot of opinions about it, and I just think you kind of have to do what works for your skin. I like to try things out, so I do read the research, I listen to people talking about the research, but ultimately what I do for me depends on what works for my skin, and so again, keep that in mind. And then also in here is the 0.5% bakuchiol, which targets the cause of unwanted color changes in the skin, basically. But essentially, this is basically meant to brighten the look of your skin. And the reason I selected it to use on my neck is because that was an area that was kind of dull. I have paid all of the attention for probably at least 8-9 years now to my face and did a lot of stuff to my face in terms of skincare and devices. What I failed to really work on was my neck for the longest time, and that was just a recent thing within the last year or two that I was like, oh yeah, this thing ages too. So I was using this morning and night for the last, gosh, I think it's been at least 3 months, if not a little bit more. I've been using this morning and night on my neck. It's 1 fluid ounce, so I would do typically 2 pumps, was able to get me from here to about here, so it spread really nice and evenly. I love this product. I want to repurchase this product. I would recommend this product, but not if you don't deal with discoloration. I think that you can find other things to brighten your skin as well. But if you do deal with discoloration either on your face or on your neck, I can tell you that for me personally, I absolutely saw things fade a whole lot faster than without this stuff. It made my skin texture and tone look fantastic. That being said, there were a couple of other products, and we'll get into those here, that could have also contributed to that overall look and glow to my skin. But I do think that just in general, Paula's Choice products are incredibly well formulated. They don't use fragrance. They are very forthcoming with their ingredients. The website is so helpful. You can literally read through and look at every single ingredient on their Beautypedia website. You can cross-reference. And overall, I just was really impressed with this, and I would absolutely repurchase it myself. And I think if you deal with this coloration, I would probably recommend it to you as well. Okay. Next, we are going with the City Beauty Intensive Night Serum. This is also 1 fluid ounce. And also for the last 3 months, I have done, like I said, a couple pumps of this, a pump and a half to 2 pumps of this mixed in with that. So I've been cocktailing these items together and also putting them on my neck and chest area over here. So the Intensive Night Serum from City Beauty, she's a spendy one. It's $85. I think that was, when did I buy that? I think I purchased this a while ago, and it was sitting in my closet for a little bit, and finally one day I was like, I need like a whole new neck routine, and I just grabbed this and thought I'm gonna put it with my neck products, and boy did I fall in love with that. She's spendy. I will be repurchasing that, absolutely, hands down, but I think I'm probably gonna wait for a City Beauty sale. There's a couple times a year where they do have a really nice sale where you can save a fairly significant amount. I partner with City Beauty from time to time, and so they're usually pretty good about letting me know when the sales are coming up. So the next time that a sale comes up, I'll do a recommendations video, and that will absolutely be in there. That is a fabulous product for my neck, and I'm sad that I'm currently out. I have some other products that I'm currently testing. We'll see how those do, but, and I will do also a current skincare updates where I show you what I'm adding into my routine either tomorrow or the day after, so we'll get there. So this particular intensive night serum, I actually use morning and night, so I don't know. You can use it according to the instructions and only use it at night, but I used it morning and night. It addresses fine lines, wrinkles, loss of firmness. It encourages surface cell turnover and collagen production. Basically, this particular product gives you super intense hydration, and it like plumps the look of your skin because of that hydration. So everything just looks really healthy and smooth. Fine lines, wrinkles are minimized when your skin is really well hydrated. So the ingredients that are in here that really appeal to me, that I think I saw some great results from, are there's goji fruit in here. There are several different types of peptides within the formula. I love peptides for anti-aging. There's portulaca in here. There's green tea. I love green tea in skincare. Oat extract, which can be very soothing. I did have, irritation from time to time along the lower part of my neck here because I gave myself a chemical burn. What was it, earlier this year or last year? I can't remember. But anyway, just very, very soothing and hydrating. There's also aloe in here. There is copper gluconate in here, as well as centella. The centella, again, very soothing and hydrating. I love this serum. I have used this on my face as well a couple times just to see like how it would react with the skin on my face, and it just provided that really nice plumped, hydrated look to my skin that made it look a whole lot younger, and it also helps my pores look a whole lot smaller. Not that I would use this during the day on my facial skin because it would be a little bit too heavy, but for nighttime as like a moisturizer at the end of my routine, this was fantastic the few times that I used it to just seal everything in. And then when you wake up in the morning, yeah, your skin looks so hydrated and plumped. And the same thing happened for my neck. It just made everything look softer, and yeah, it paired great with that Paula's Choice. And the last thing that I finished up that was also in the neck routine And this is the one product that I'm actually going to say that I'm not going to repurchase going forward, even though I really enjoyed using it and didn't have any issues using it. But I do think there are some people that should not use this because this does have fragrance in it. And it's not crazy strong, but it's also, I know how people are with fragrance when it comes to skincare products. I gotta tell you, and those of you that are not new, you know this, I don't mind fragrance in skincare. It doesn't bother me. It adds to the experience of using the product. It adds to the enjoyment for me. But I do recognize and realize that for some of you, it is a massive irritant, in which case, don't use this. So these are the Rodial 30% collagen drops. So this has a 30% collagen complex. Let me find my notes on this guy. And here's the thing. They say that this contains a soluble collagen that is supposed to go into the skin and just add to your own collagen. Here's the thing though. I don't believe that that can happen. I don't think there's any science behind that necessarily. And I didn't expect this to infuse my skin with collagen. I really didn't. But what I did want from this was, again, added hydration, something that would, again, increase just the moisture content in my neck, plump things up, make it look younger, feel nice, yada yada, that kind of stuff. Also tested this on my face, by the way. Did fine on my face. I didn't have any issues with it. So in here, some of the key ingredients are obviously the soluble collagen. This is water-based, by the way. Babasu oil, there's almond oil in here, there's panthenol, there's also hyaluronic acid, and of course, that fragrance. But essentially, they claim that this product replenishes, renews, and targets the signs of aging. It visibly hydrates and plumps the skin. I do think it absolutely hydrated and plumped my skin. There's no doubt about that. But with this being $95, I just think there are other products that I have in my skincare collection, such as my Pharmacy Feeling Good hyaluronic acid serum, that also provides me with the same type of plumping effect. And so this was a PR product, by the way, you guys. I liked this. I enjoyed using it. I never was like, ugh, I just need to finish this and get rid of it. I really liked it. But like I said, I think I can use other hyaluronic acid serums. Heck, I probably didn't necessarily need to use these two together. It worked for me, but I think just this and this on my neck could have probably given me the results that I wanted as well. So it was just an extra thing to add in because I had it and I liked it, but I don't think it's a necessity. So hopefully that'll save you some money there. I don't think Rodial is a bad skincare line. I've tried several things from them now. I do still really like their vitamin C toner. I'm still using that from time to time for sure. And their eye patches I thought were wonderful, but the collagen drops, yeah, I don't know. I take it or leave it on those. What I cannot take or leave is this. This Cosrx Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence is something that is a staple in my skincare routine, as is their Centella Asiatica serum, by the way, which I think I'm gonna have to reorder that as well soon. You guys, this is fabulous. Snail mucin at first I was a little bit hesitant on because you guys know that I prefer to purchase cruelty-free. I don't like it when animals are harmed in the testing of makeup, and I also think if you are going to use animal-derived ingredients, there are ways to do it that are ethical. I did learn that when they harvest the snail mucin, it is in their benefit to keep these snails alive, right? Like, you don't want to just keep getting new snails. It's more efficient to just let them live. But the way that they harvest the snails, it doesn't actually harm them. So from what I read, I feel okay about it, but definitely look into that yourself. but I was really impressed with how well this worked on my skin. I really didn't think that my face well, I thought my neck could probably use a product like this, but I really didn't think it was that necessary for my face. But I love the way this makes my skin look, you guys. So this makes a lot of claims. Let's go through them really quickly, and then we'll talk about the ingredients in here, and I'll tell you what I noticed. So this is supposed to help improve radiance. It targets dullness, basically. It provides long-lasting hydration. It plumps the skin to support elasticity. It minimizes lines. Again, anytime that you're really injecting that hydration into the skin, it gets plumped up, and the fine lines just look a heck of a lot nicer. That's how a lot of these skincare products work, right? Like, they work on increasing the hydration in your skin. That's really how they are minimizing the look of those fine lines and wrinkles. Or when you get Xeomin, it just immobilizes your muscles. And they go away that way too. Also, this provides a really nice glow to the skin. It does. If you like that kind of dewy look to the skin, you can certainly apply this and not go over it with any like makeup or powder or anything like that, and just sport that glow. I'm not a glow girl, you guys know that. I use this on my neck sometimes, but like I said, a lot of times on my face. This product is glorious. So in here, besides these snail secretions, which by the way help to brighten and again hydrate the skin, there's also hyaluronic acid in here, boosts the moisture in the skin. There's also arginine in here, which is an amino acid. It is an antioxidant. It helps, again, support the skin's elasticity. There's also panthenol and allantoin in here, which are going to soothe. So if you have skin that is very reactive, if you have skin that is easily irritated, I would highly recommend just the Cosrx snail line in general. I think it's fantastic. Also, their propolis line, I think, is incredibly soothing as well. And I just have noticed that this, again, plumps my skin. If I am dealing with any irritation anywhere on my face, if I deal with any redness, all I have to do is put this stuff on, and immediately my skin is soothed. I will also take just a small pump of this, and if I'm dealing with really bad eczema sometimes, I'll rub a little bit into like the eczema patch that's really bugging me, and I notice that it just instantly soothes that itch, and it makes everything feel a lot calmer. So if you are someone who has rosacea, if you are breakout prone, I think something like this would be a fantastic addition to your routine. I would personally put, because of the texture of this, I will say it does have a slightly, there's not really anything left in here, but let's see if I can, oh, there's a couple. Okay, so because of did you guys see that? It has this kind of sticky, you can see those little filaments, I guess. I don't know what you want to call those. Let's not waste that and put that on the back of my hands here, but it does have a somewhat stickier texture to start with, but once it dries down, it goes right into the skin. This is not something that sits on top of my skin in any kind of way. It very quickly goes in. It does what it's supposed to. It plumps things up. It soothes irritation, and I can go in with my makeup over top, SPF easily, once that all gets absorbed, and my face is great for the day. It doesn't cause it doesn't cause my skin to like overproduce oil. In fact, I think it has the opposite effect. I think it kind of balances the oil production, because again, if you hydrate your skin, it doesn't think that there is, you know, the Sahara up here. It doesn't feel like it needs to like crank up the oil production to hydrate your dry skin. So again, if you have oily skin, try hydrating it. I promise you, it'll probably change your world. It changed mine. I mean, this is the best that my skin has looked at any point in my life, and even as a teenager, awful skin as a teenager. But also that was the 90s. When we used bars of Clearasil to wash our face and then sea breeze to tighten up those pores and remove every ounce of oil from the skin, right? We're not living in that time anymore. Hydrate your oily skin. I promise you it makes a difference. So you guys, I hope that this was helpful. So out of the 4 products here, 3 absolute repurchases for me. One, I appreciate getting it and I used it and I liked it, but I wouldn't say run out and get it. So let me know your thoughts if you have used any of these products before, or let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I will put links for all 4 of these products in the description box down below. I'll see if there's any sales going on anywhere. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day and stay tuned for tomorrow. Hopefully I will have the current skincare additions to my summer routine, because obviously these products needed to be replaced. So I'll let you know what I replaced them with and anything else that I decided to add in for the month of July tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo.